Joining me now is Forbes Media Chairman Steve Forbes and former CKE restaurant CEO Andy Puzder. Welcome to both of you. Andy, I'll start with you because we saw another solid gain in leisure and hospitality, 40,000 jobs. Your reaction?
Well, it's good to see. I mean, it's good to see the overall labor participation rate go up. It's good to see the number of people out looking for jobs go up. We've increased labor force participation by about 700,000 people. A number of those were in leisure and hospitality. The one disturbing thing, there was a Brookings Institute report that came out a couple of days ago that says the gains in labor participation are primarily coming from mothers, from women with children under the age of 5. Now, a lot of those women go into jobs in the hospitality. We used to hire single moms all the time and married moms as well at the restaurants to work in and actually run our restaurants. But I hate to see Bidenomics driving moms back into the labor force. I'd like to see that labor force increase come from other sources. But still, it's good to see more people in the labor force.
No, you know, of course, I like to see more women in the labor force. I'm not going to complain about that, but I do see your point about working mothers needing work. And, you know, Steve, the other thing that was in the report I thought was interesting is, you know, the unemployment rate went up, but it's because more people were looking for work, but less were finding work. How do you interpret that?
Well, I think it's a sign that the economy is slowing down. It's been expected for a long time, but the economy's been very resilient despite all the abuses from Washington. But there are serious headwinds out there. The higher interest rates, people are now paying more monthly of their monthly incomes for cars, for credit cards and the like. And we see the distortion in the mortgage market. And as you know, there's $1.5 trillion of commercial debt that's coming up for renewal and renegotiation in the next couple of years. That's going to weigh on the market. So you have these serious headwinds, and you have the government piling on regulations. So I think we're in for some rough waters unnecessarily.
Well, the Fed's preferred inflation gauge did show prices are up more than 4% from last year. But here's the message that AOC is pushing about inflation. She posted this from a New Zealand political group. Watch.
The propaganda around inflation and cost of living is so powerful that we forget the very basic fact that corporations set the prices for their products. If a corporation raises its prices and then makes record profits, that's not some invisible monster. It's just a bunch of greedy shareholders.
Oh, Andy, those greedy shareholders.
You know, it's interesting how these greedy shareholders and corporations didn't figure this out during the Obama or the Trump administration when we basically had no inflation. So they really could have been a lot more profitable if they'd realized that this was all under their control. Look, maybe, and it's hard to deal with people that are this economically naive, but maybe they should have paid attention to Larry Summers, a Democrat, former Secretary of Treasury and head of Obama's Council of Economic Advisors, when he said, if we passed the American Rescue Plan, that ridiculous $1.9 trillion spending bill that we didn't need, he said, if we pass that, we'll see the highest inflation in generations. Well, we passed it. That's what happened. Maybe we should pay attention to him instead of Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez and some woman from New Zealand who has absolutely no idea what she's talking about.
I try not to listen to AOC, trust me, but she lives in New York. Okay. Meanwhile, the Biden administration announced $15.5 billion in funding for automakers and suppliers to help them switch over to making electric vehicles. So President Biden says this money will, quote, help existing workers keep their jobs and have the first shot to fill new good jobs as the car industry transforms. But even Ford's CEO has admitted that electric vehicles will require 40% less workers than traditional cars. Steve, what do you make of all of this?
Well, I think that's another con job. It was like Hillary Clinton telling coal miners in West Virginia and elsewhere, oh, we'll give you some money, but we're going to close you down. And I think the UAW, United Auto Workers, realize this is a job killer, and it's an unnecessary one. There's no real demand for EVs. In a normal market, have 10 to 15% of the market. But these people, in a real tyrannical way, are trying to force everyone to do it. It can't be done. It'll rip up the environment, put the auto industry in bankruptcy, and put us in a depression. You don't destroy a major industry because of political fantasies.
But Andy, you've got potential strikes coming against the automakers and union workers, the UAW. They're feeling very empowered these days. Final thought.
Look, there's to follow up on what Steve said, there's an old story about a pet food company that came up with this great dog food. It tested well. They had it online. They talked to owners, and it didn't sell. And somebody from the back, they had a big meeting, and somebody at the back of the room says, the dogs don't like it. This is kind of what we're going to face with electronic vehicles. The people just don't particularly like them. Maybe they get 10 or 15% of the market, but demand is not driving this. Government is driving this. And when government drives demand, it eventually drives up because government's not very good at this.
Those picky pets, you just never know with our furry friends.
You never know.
Andy Puzder, Steve Forbes. Gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. Good to see you.
All
Good to see you too, Steve.